Let's see. Sega Genesis Mini 2 launches October for North America. Only available through Amazon same day the console launches in Japan. Sega's second miniaturized throwback console, Sega Genesis Mini 2, will launch in North America on October 27th, the company announced. The latest mini console will feature more than 50 games, including Sega CD titles, and even more power, Sega said. One wonder if this includes the original console's fabled blast processing. So this would be a thing where, like, Sega Genesis had a really good processor for the time. So, and it ended up being better than the Super Nintendo's processor. So they used to say, blast processing, and it works faster than the Super Nintendo one. Yeah, it does. But Super Nintendo was actually the superior, like, hardware at the time. It was just that the processor Sega had was like, it worked really good. So like for faster paced games, like fighting games and stuff, it worked a lot better. So, the Sega CD, also I got Sega CD titles. So the mini console will feature more than 50 games, including Sega CD titles. So the Sega CD titles include Sonic CD, Shining Force CD. Sega revealed 21 other games. So let's look and see. We've got 21 other games with it. Sega CD titles now available. 50 classic titles. Oh, so these are the titles. So Sega CD like Shining Force, Sonic CD, Slip Heed. What game is this? Mansion of the Hidden Souls. Like Sega CD is a system that it was like too little, too late. Cause like PlayStation and stuff was catching on, and then the Saturn they just botched that. Okay, but okay, so they're making this, which is, you know what I'm saying, I don't knock y'all, because I guess it's also gonna be it's gonna be like in a different format. So like they have like three Sega Genesis, three different looking Sega Genesis. So they had the big original one like this, as you see here. They had Sega Genesis, the second version of it, which is this one here. It looks like that. Then there was a Sega Genesis 3. And all it did was make it small. Sega Genesis 3. So yeah, a picture of that. The Sega Genesis 3 kind of would look like this. This big joint here, you know, my head's in the way. Can I go visit this, make it bigger? So yeah, Sega Genesis 3 looked like this, as you can see on my screen. And it was like, they just kept making it smaller. That's all they did. They just kept making the Sega Genesis smaller. So Sega Genesis 3 was just the smallest version of it. Then it was the what if they have it here? Sega. Then it was the Sega Nomad. The Sega Nomad was a real good idea. They just, you know, for the time, it was a really good idea because you could essentially play your Sega Genesis games anywhere with this. This was like a mini Sega Genesis with this screen, and you could just, you know, plug your cartridge into it, your regular cartridge, and play a game. The battery life was crazy bad though. Same thing with the Game Gear. Like the Game Gear was probably the more superior system, but the battery life just didn't make it a thing. So you had to buy like a battery pack with this thing. Here's a picture of it with the actual console game in it. So this was a dope system. This was dope. It's just the battery life was really bad. It was terrible. You had to buy the battery pack with it, and the battery pack, it gave you a good 2 hours, maybe 2-3 hours. And that's, you know, being generous. A lot of times you had the battery pack and you had the wall charger with the battery pack. A lot of times it was playing next to an outlet almost all the time. But this was like, for the time this was innovative. Like, I wish they had like a modern version of it. There's probably somebody on YouTube. I bet if I look up somebody on YouTube, they have like a modern version of this, or they did a hack to it, and there's a better version of this now with all the with all the hackers and modders and all that stuff, they probably made a better version of this thing now. So, yeah. So Sega Genesis Mini 2 is coming now. I'm pretty sure if somebody has the Sega Genesis Mini 1, the first one, they hacked it and put like all the games on there. That's what people did with the NES Mini and the SNES Mini. They just hacked it and threw all the games that they wanted on there. Like, so I'm pretty sure somebody did this already. So this will be purely for collectors' sake. Oh, there's a promo thing for it.
Sega Genesis Mini, the definitive mini console of the year. The next evolution has arrived. Reinventing the Sega Genesis with a new compact design. Sega Genesis Mini 2. Upgraded hardware can store more games than before, including Sega CD titles, the sequels to hit titles, hidden masterpieces that could only be played on the Sega Genesis, ports of blockbuster arcade games, and new games you've never seen before. Preloaded with over 50 classic titles, even more than the Sega Genesis Mini. More compact, more advanced. The new Sega Genesis Mini 2 is here. Available October 27th.